Shook told me that you were in that. She said that you were the Bay Harbor butcher. So much for the happy reunion.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Screenstars. I'm here today to bring you my review for the first 2 episodes of the brand new Dexter show, Dexter Resurrection. The show premiered last night, and I'm here to let you know my thoughts on the very first 2 episodes. So, we obviously have the return of Michael C. Hall as Dexter. We've got a whole array of stars who are going to be turning up in this season, like Peter Dinklage, Uma Thurman. We've got Jack Olcott, who plays Harrison, returning. You've got David Zayas, who's returning as Batista. You've got James Remar returning as Harry Morgan. And there's lots of other familiar faces that you're going to see throughout this season. They've really, I think, really cast very, very well so far in this show. So, if you remember from Dexter New Blood, he was shot by Harrison and presumed dead by the audience. As we learn from the prequel show that was on recently this year, he actually isn't dead. The snow and the ice slowed his heartbeat down, and they managed to save him. So we see him for much of the first episode in a coma, because he's in a coma for 10 weeks. So he's kind of hallucinating in his dreams, and we get a lot of familiar faces turning up in his dreams, which was a real treat. A real highlight of the first episode, I thought. I really enjoyed that. And then he basically comes out of his coma. Harrison has moved to New York. He's got himself a job at quite a nice hotel. He still has his outbursts and murderous tendencies, Harrison, and he acts on one of them when one of the guests tries to date rape a female guest. Harrison defends her and ends up basically killing the guy. He's got to cover up the death and everything. And Dexter is recovering from his gunshot wound in hospital for a number of weeks. Batista shows up. They have that reunion, which you'll have seen in the trailer. Dexter realizes that his son needs him and ends up basically absconding to New York in order to try and reconnect with his son and help sort out the mess that he's got himself into. And that's the gist, really, of the first couple of episodes that we're getting into here. Now, obviously, if you've seen the trailer, you know that Peter Dinklage is in it, and he plays like some kind of billionaire who almost seems like he collects serial killers. So there's going to be quite a gallery of serial killers in this one. Don't know how that's going to turn out. I don't know what the point of it is. Is Dexter going to take them all out? He is more interested in the first first episode or 2 about an active serial killer in New York who basically kills Uber drivers. He calls himself, or the press have called him, the Dark Passenger, which Dexter takes offense to. So he is now zoning in on the Dark Passenger serial killer. That's probably going to be his first kill of the show this season. Fantastic start to the show. Really, really fantastic start to the show. You were all kind of a little bit concerned when we kind of heard it were coming back. It's a bit like, are they grasping at straws now? As great as Dexter is, and I really love the original show, I enjoyed New Blood very much. I thought it was a very, very good comeback to a large degree. I thought they did well with that. And then I'm kind of thinking, what are they going to do here? But I think they've really, really put the thinking caps on and come up with something really, really cool so far. New York's a great setting, I think, for Dexter Resurrection. Like I say, you've seen some familiar faces. He essentially is trying to reconnect with his son. You've got Batista now in the picture, who is quite clearly from their initial brief encounter in episode 1, I think it is, that Batista, while on one hand is pleased to see his friend alive, his best friend, he's also got doubts because he now has a real feeling that Dexter could well be the Bay Harbor Butcher. So he's got that to deal with as well, Dexter. He's got a whole new city to kind of get used to. He's got the serial killer, the Dark Passenger, that he's zoning in on. He's got himself some a place to live now. He is... I don't know how it's going to kind of develop with him meeting Peter Dinklage. How are they going to find out about Dexter and the Bay Harbor Butcher? How are they going to bring him on board? Because we do see him meeting Peter Dinklage. So I'm really interested to see how this season develops. So far, it's a brilliant start. It's leaving you lots of little questions swimming around in your head. Where's it going to go? How is it going to kind of turn out? You know, you've got Uma Thurman, all these new, fresh characters injected into the show. How is it going to develop? And I'm very, very interested to see how it goes. I think it's set up the rest of the show really, really well. It's nice to see James Remar return as Dexter's conscience, whatever you want to call it. Obviously, in New Blood, it was Deb that was his conscience in that one. So it feels like you're putting on, in a lot of ways, a comfortable pair of slippers sort of thing watching this show. I mean, Michael C. Hall just oozes class. I mean, he's a fantastic actor anyway. And I don't think sometimes he gets enough credit. He's a great stage actor. You know, he's done a lot of stage stuff. He's classically trained. He's a very, very good actor. And like I say, I don't necessarily think sometimes he gets enough credit. So he just is Dexter now. He just knows, you know, what to do, when to do it, how to say it. And it's just great to see this character that we all love on screen and being played so masterfully by Michael C. Hall. And it's nice to see like a bit of fresh blood, new characters. You know, I mean, to be fair, there's not many characters left from the original Dexter show. Most of them were kind of killed off. So I'm interested to see how the dynamic with Batista is going to develop over the season. Are they going to kind of rekindle their friendship? Is he going to become an enemy to Dexter? There's a lot really to look forward to, I think, in this season. A brilliant couple of episodes to set the groundwork for the rest of the season. I'm invested. I'm excited to see what's coming next. So let me know, guys, your thoughts on the first 2 episodes of Dexter Resurrection. Really delighted with what I've seen so far, and I'm very much looking forward to what comes next. So thanks very much for watching, everybody.